fans that have respect and that stayed here tonight. Thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. And to all those people that have chosen to disrespect the player, in this case me, have a good night.
Hey sports fans, welcome to our tennis edition of Greatness Uncovered.
Oh, hello!
That is amazing.
In the fiercely competitive world of tennis, where champions are forged with every powerful serve, precise backhands, and relentless rally, one name stands out like a beacon of brilliance: Novak Djokovic. A figure who has transcended the sport, Djokovic's journey from a war-torn Serbia to becoming one of the greatest athletes of all time is a testament to the resilience, grit, and indomitable will that defines true greatness. Today, we'll embark on a deep dive into the extraordinary life and career of a man whose name has become synonymous with unmatched dominance, unshakable mental fortitude, and an insatiable hunger for success. Picture a young boy growing up amidst the rugged hills of Serbia, his dreams as vast as the skies above, and his determination even greater. Armed not only with a tennis racket, but also with a fierce ambition and an unbreakable spirit, Novak Djokovic set out on a path that would see him defy the odds, rise above adversity, and carve out his place among tennis royalty. This is a story of not just a player, but a gladiator, whose journey was as much about the battles fought off the court as on it. From the first time he stepped onto a tennis court, it was clear that Djokovic was no ordinary talent. His athleticism was awe-inspiring, his focus unflinching, and his competitive spirit relentless. Every stroke of his racket seemed to carry the weight of his dreams, and each victory was a step closer to the top. It wasn't long before Djokovic began to break records, defeat legends, and solidify himself as an unstoppable force in the sport. His rise was meteoric, but it was his ability to sustain that level of excellence for over a decade that has made him a true tennis titan. Djokovic's story is one of constant evolution. While his natural talent was evident from a young age, it was his mental resilience that truly set him apart. He faced not only fierce competitors like Roger Federer and RafaelNadal, but also physical setbacks and immense pressure that would have broken many. Yet Djokovic stood firm. He redefined the boundaries of athleticism and mental toughness, showcasing that the path to greatness is not just about skill, but the sheer will to overcome every challenge thrown your way.
Nadal abdicates his throne, and Djokovic is the new champion in Monte Carlo.
Join us as we unravel the incredible chapters of Novak Djokovic's career, from his humble beginnings to the grand stages of global triumph. We will relive his most iconic matches, celebrate his record-breaking achievements, and delve into the mindset of a champion who has pushed the limits of what it means to be the best. Along the way, we'll uncover the drive behind his legendary work ethic, his unmatched consistency, and his relentless pursuit of perfection. This is not just the story of a tennis player. This is the saga of a warrior whose determination has inspired millions around the world. Novak Djokovic's journey is a living testament to the power of hard work, perseverance, and belief in oneself. His legacy will be remembered not only for the titles and records he amassed, but for the example he set for future generations of athletes. Prepare to be inspired as we delve into the rise of Novak Djokovic, a story of unyielding perseverance, a legacy of greatness, and a timeless lesson in the strength of the human spirit. Whether you're a fan of tennis or simply of incredible human achievement, This is a tale that will leave you in awe of what is possible when dreams are matched with determination. Get ready to witness the extraordinary odyssey of a man who redefined the sport and inspired millions along the way.
That's unbelievable.
Novak Djokovic was born on May 22, 1987, in Belgrade, Serbia, which at the time was part of Yugoslavia, to parents Srđan and Dijana Djokovic. Growing up in a country ravaged by political instability and the brutal wars of the 1990s, Djokovic's early life was marked by hardship and adversity. The family faced frequent bombings, food shortages, and the constant uncertainty of life in a war-torn nation. Yet it was within these difficult circumstances that Novak's resilience, mental toughness, and unshakable determination began to take shape, qualities that would later become the bedrock of his legendary tennis career. Even as a child, Djokovic showed remarkable focus and an innate drive to succeed, traits that made him stand out from his peers. His introduction to tennis came almost by accident. At the tender age of 4, during a summer camp at the Kopaonik mountain resort where his parents ran a small business, Novak saw tennis for the first time. On a whim, he picked up a racket, unaware that this moment would alter the course of his life. At that same resort, he met Jelena Gencic, a former Yugoslav tennis player and coach. Gencic immediately recognized the rare talent in Novak and took him under her wing. She described the young Djokovic as a golden child with a unique blend of focus, discipline, and raw talent.
It is a golden child.
A golden child.
He will be the best in the world.
And he was 6.5 then?
5.5. They couldn't believe, they were in shock.
Under Gencic's mentorship, Novak began to seriously hone his skills, displaying extraordinary potential even at such a young age. By the time he was 6, it was clear to everyone around him that Novak was not just a gifted child, but a future tennis prodigy. Djokovic's childhood, however, was not just shaped by tennis. It was profoundly influenced by the challenges of growing up in a country facing severe economic hardships and the trauma of war. While many children his age were focused on school or playing with friends, Novak's early mornings were spent practicing on makeshift tennis courts, often under the constant threat of bombings during the NATO airstrikes in the late 1990s. His family made countless sacrifices to support his budding tennis career, despite the limitations of their war-torn environment. Yet, this adversity only seemed to fuel Novak's desire to succeed. He trained with a determination and intensity beyond his years, often in difficult conditions, making him tougher both physically and mentally. By the age of 10, Djokovic had already caught the attention of Serbia's tennis community. His natural athleticism and incredible ability to focus during matches set him apart from other children his age. It wasn't long before Novak started competing in local tournaments, where his powerful ground strokes and unrelenting focus became his trademarks. As his talent blossomed, Djokovic began traveling around Europe, competing in junior tournaments and taking his game to the next level. This period was crucial for his development as he faced stronger competition and refined his skills. At the age of 12, Novak's path to greatness took a significant turn when he was accepted into the Nikola Pilic Tennis Academy in Germany, one of Europe's premier training facilities. Moving away from home at such a young age was a difficult decision, but it marked a pivotal moment in his journey. At the academy, Djokovic trained with some of the best young players in Europe and was exposed to rigorous, professional-level coaching. His time at the academy sharpened his technical skills, further honed his mental toughness, and instilled in him a fierce work ethic that would become a hallmark of his career. Surrounded by world-class competition, Djokovic thrived, and his relentless dedication to improving every aspect of his game set him on the path to international success. By the time he was 14, Novak had already become a rising star on the junior tennis circuit. He dominated his age group, winning European championships and consistently outperforming his peers. His hard work and determination began to pay off, as he quickly climbed the junior rankings, capturing the attention of tennis scouts and coaches across Europe. His breakthrough moment came in 2001, when he led Serbia to victory at the European Junior Championship, an incredible achievement for the young player and a clear signal that Novak Djokovic was ready to take the next step in his career. Novak's early years were defined by perseverance in the face of adversity, both on and off the court. His rapid rise through the junior ranks was not only a testament to his immense talent, but also to his unyielding willpower and fierce drive to succeed, regardless of the obstacles he faced. As he transitioned from the junior circuit to the professional stage, the young boy from Serbia was ready to take on the world. Tennis was about to witness the rise of a player who would not only reshape the sport, but also redefine what it means to be a champion. With every match, Djokovic proved that no challenge was too great, no setback too difficult to overcome, and his journey was only just beginning. After Novak Djokovic's early successes on the junior circuit, where he claimed titles like the Australian Open and US Open Boys Championships, his transition to the professional ranks was marked by a meteoric rise. Djokovic turned professional in 2003, and his ascent through the ATP rankings was swift and relentless. His exceptional combination of flexibility, court coverage, and mental resilience quickly caught the attention of the tennis world. From the outset, it was clear that Djokovic had the potential to challenge the established order dominated by Roger Federer and RafaelNadal, two of the greatest players in the history of the sport. Djokovic's rise was propelled by his relentless work ethic and his willingness to make sacrifices to improve every facet of his game. He adopted a disciplined approach to fitness and nutrition, incorporating a gluten-free diet and embracing yoga, meditation, and other unconventional methods to strengthen his mind and body. These lifestyle changes contributed to his remarkable physical endurance and mental toughness, allowing him to excel in the physically demanding modern game. With each passing year, his game matured, and he began to break through to the upper echelons of professional tennis. His first breakthrough on the ATP Tour came in 2007 when he reached the finals of the US Open. Though he lost to Federer in straight sets, his performance signaled that Djokovic was ready to challenge the elite. However, it wasn't until 2008 that Djokovic truly announced his arrival on the global stage. That year, he captured his first Grand Slam title at the Australian Open. In a tournament filled with high-profile victories, Djokovic defeated the likes of Federer in the semi-finals and Jo-Wilfried Tsonga in the final, showcasing his exceptional defensive skills, powerful baseline game, and remarkable focus under pressure. This victory was more than just a milestone. It marked the beginning of a new era in tennis. Djokovic had proven that he could not only compete with, but also defeat the sport's biggest stars.
What a way to save a match point! Quite incredible.
Such courage. Again, incredible defending.
The 2008 Australian Open title was a pivotal moment for Djokovic, establishing him as a legitimate contender for the sport's biggest titles. However, his journey to the top was not without its challenges. Over the next few years, Djokovic faced several setbacks, including injuries and a series of tough losses to Federer and Nadal in key matches. Yet these disappointments only seemed to fuel his desire to improve. By 2010, Djokovic had refined his game, improving his serve, movement, and mental approach, all of which laid the foundation for what would become one of the most dominant seasons in tennis history. Djokovic's true rise to prominence was cemented in 2011, a year that would go down in tennis folklore. He won 3 of the 4 Grand Slam titles that year: the Australian Open, Wimbledon, and the US Open, and finished the season as the world #1 for the first time in his career. His dominance was nothing short of extraordinary. Djokovic compiled a 43-match winning streak, the third longest in the Open era, and his victories over Nadal and Federer solidified his position at the top of the sport. In 2011 alone, he defeated Nadal 6 times, including in the finals of Wimbledon and the US Open, and beat Federer in the semi-finals of both the Australian Open and US Open. His ability to rise to the occasion in high-stakes matches became a hallmark of his career. What made Djokovic's rise so remarkable was not just his physical prowess, but his unmatched mental toughness. His ability to win grueling 5-set matches and his dominance in deciding sets were testaments to his resilience and unyielding desire to win. Nowhere was this more evident than in his epic rivalries with Federer and Nadal. Djokovic's battles with Nadal, particularly on hard courts, produced some of the most thrilling and physically demanding matches in tennis history.
What a point.
At one point, you could not hear the ball being struck. The crowd was so into it.
And they were into it because Nadal made so many saves, it was almost ridiculous. Lost count.
This is Novak Djokovic's best shot. Stepping up, and he just does a Harmonator down the line and just hammers it.
His rivalry with Federer, on the other hand, was characterized by Djokovic's ability to neutralize Federer's attacking play with his exceptional defense and counter-attacking skills. Their 2019 Wimbledon final, the longest in the tournament's history, was a perfect encapsulation of their rivalry, with Djokovic prevailing in a dramatic 5-set thriller despite facing 2 match points. Djokovic's rise to the top was also defined by his versatility and ability to dominate on all surfaces. By 2016, he had achieved the career Grand Slam, winning all 4 major titles after capturing his long-awaited French Open title. This feat put him in an exclusive club of players who have won all 4 Grand Slam tournaments, solidifying his place among the greatest to ever play the game. His adaptability on grass, clay, and hard courts, combined with his unparalleled movement and return of serve, made him one of the most complete players the sport had ever seen. But Djokovic's rise to prominence was about more than just his technical skills and physical attributes. His mental fortitude and relentless work ethic were the driving forces behind his success. Over the years, Djokovic faced numerous physical challenges, including injuries and issues with his respiratory system, which led to bouts of fatigue. However, his holistic approach to fitness and mental conditioning helped him overcome these obstacles and extend his dominance well into his 30s, a remarkable feat in an era of grueling, high-intensity tennis. Beyond his on-court achievements, Djokovic became a global ambassador for tennis, known not only for his competitive spirit, but also for his sportsmanship and generosity. Through the Novak Djokovic Foundation, he has made significant contributions to education and early childhood development in Serbia, helping to improve the lives of underprivileged children. As Djokovic continues to add to his already illustrious career, his rise to prominence serves as an enduring example of what can be achieved through talent, hard work, and an unshakable belief in oneself. His journey from a young boy in war-torn Serbia to the pinnacle of the tennis world is a story of resilience, determination, and greatness. With each passing year, Djokovic further solidifies his place among the sport's all-time legends, his name forever etched in the annals of tennis history. His legacy as one of the most dominant, versatile, and mentally tough players the game has ever seen is undeniable, and his influence on the sport will be felt for generations to come.
That was awesome. 54 shots.
Novak Djokovic's career is a remarkable narrative of perseverance, skill, and mental fortitude, one that has redefined the boundaries of modern tennis. Rising from humble beginnings, Djokovic has become a symbol of relentless ambition and an athlete whose name is synonymous with excellence. His game, characterized by extraordinary flexibility, incredible endurance, and mental toughness, has transformed him into one of the sport's greatest players. Throughout his illustrious career, Djokovic has faced and triumphed over numerous challenges, cementing his legacy both on and off the court as one of the most influential athletes in the history of tennis. Djokovic's path to greatness is reflected in his Grand Slam record, a feat unparalleled in the sport. He boasts a staggering 24 Grand Slam singles titles, including a record 10 Australian Open victories, 3 French Open titles, 7 Wimbledon titles, and 4 US Open titles. His ability to dominate across all surfaces, hard courts, clay, and grass, speaks to his versatility and adaptability, making him one of the most complete players in tennis history. The Australian Open has become synonymous with Djokovic's excellence. His 10 titles in Melbourne reflect not only his physical mastery of the surface, but also his mental dominance, earning him the nickname King of Melbourne. Each year, Djokovic seems to find a way to elevate his game, thriving in the pressure-filled environment of the first Grand Slam of the season. Wimbledon has also been a stage for some of Djokovic's most iconic moments. His 7 titles on the famed grass courts of the All England club stand as a testament to his adaptability and resilience. Perhaps the most memorable of these triumphs came in 2019, when he defeated Roger Federer in an epic 5-set final. The match, which stretched nearly 5 hours, is widely regarded as one of the greatest in tennis history. It exemplified Djokovic's ability to handle the immense pressure, showcasing his calm under fire and his unparalleled ability to dig deep in the most critical moments. This victory, alongside his 7 Wimbledon crowns, cemented Djokovic as one of the premier grass-court players of all time, alongside Federer and Pete Sampras. At the US Open, Djokovic's legacy is equally prominent. His 4 titles in New York are a testament to his enduring physical and mental resilience, especially in the cauldron of pressure that is the US Open. The electric atmosphere of Arthur Ashe Stadium has witnessed some of Djokovic's most grueling and intense matches, where his tactical acumen and sheer willpower have allowed him to outlast top competitors time and time again. His ability to thrive in the demanding conditions of the US Open further demonstrates his adaptability and mental toughness. Beyond his Grand Slam triumphs, Djokovic's career is dotted with countless other accolades and milestones. He has amassed an astonishing 96 ATP singles titles, including a record-breaking 39 ATP Masters 1000 titles. His success in these highly competitive tournaments highlights his consistent dominance at the highest levels of the sport. In addition, Djokovic holds the record for the most weeks as world number one, having spent a total of 397 weeks at the top of the ATP rankings, surpassing all previous records. This unprecedented longevity at the pinnacle of the sport is a testament to his physical conditioning, mental resilience, and relentless pursuit of excellence. Djokovic's 2011 season remains one of the most dominant in tennis history. During that year, he compiled a mind-boggling 70 wins and only 6 losses and captured 3 of the 4 Grand Slam titles, an achievement made even more impressive by his 43-match winning streak. His performance that season was nothing short of extraordinary, as he dismantled his competition with a level of consistency and dominance rarely seen in the sport. His victories over the likes of Federer and Nadal further established him as a dominant force in the game and set the stage for the next decade of his career. The rivalries that have defined Djokovic's career, particularly with Federer and Nadal, have produced some of the most thrilling and memorable matches in tennis history. His clashes with Federer are known for their contrasting styles. Federer's elegant, attacking play against Djokovic's defensive mastery and relentless consistency. Djokovic's ability to neutralize Federer's aggressive tactics and turn defense into offense has often allowed him to gain the upper hand in their encounters, especially in high-pressure situations such as Grand Slam finals. Similarly, Djokovic's battles with Nadal, especially on hard courts, have produced matches of incredible intensity and physicality. Their rivalry is marked by a mutual respect and a fierce competitive spirit, and Djokovic's success against Nadal on a variety of surfaces only further enhances his legacy. As Djokovic continues to add to his already impressive list of accomplishments, his legacy in tennis is secure. His dominance across all surfaces, his ability to adapt to the evolving demands of the game, and his relentless pursuit of excellence have earned him a place among the all-time greats. Djokovic's career is a testament to what can be achieved through hard work, talent, and mental fortitude. His journey from a young boy in war-torn Serbia to one of the greatest athletes in history serves as an enduring source of inspiration, not only to tennis fans, but to aspiring athletes across the globe. His impact on the sport will be felt for generations to come, as he continues to push the boundaries of what is possible in the world of tennis. Novak Djokovic is, without question, one of the most accomplished athletes in history, but he also stands as one of the most misunderstood. Despite his incredible achievements, global recognition, and legions of fans, Djokovic has often found himself in the shadow of public perception. There are many factors that contribute to this complexity, from his outspoken nature to his sometimes contentious moments on and off the court. Yet it is these very elements that make Djokovic a deeply human figure, layered, imperfect, and relentlessly misunderstood. One reason for the misunderstanding surrounding Djokovic stems from the era in which he emerged. When Djokovic broke onto the scene in the mid-2000s, tennis was already dominated by two of the most beloved figures in the sport, Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal. Federer with his graceful style and gentlemanly demeanor, and Nadal with his relentless grit and humble personality had amassed massive fan bases. Djokovic's rise was not just a challenge to their dominance, but also to the established emotional attachment fans had to these two legends. As a result, Djokovic's victories, especially against Federer and Nadal, were sometimes met with resistance, as fans were reluctant to accept a new figure disrupting the established narrative. Another factor contributing to Djokovic's misunderstood nature is his unapologetic authenticity. Djokovic has never shied away from speaking his mind, expressing his beliefs, or sharing his emotions, whether they are frustrations on the court or his opinions on various social and political matters. This openness, while admirable, has occasionally clashed with the expectations placed on athletes to maintain a carefully curated public persona. Djokovic's willingness to express unpopular views or to engage in debates about vaccines, health protocols, and sports governance has often put him at odds with the media and segments of the public. In a world where athletes are expected to be either flawless role models or silent champions, Djokovic's outspokenness has led to misinterpretation, with his intent or beliefs often misconstrued or sensationalized. Djokovic's intense competitive spirit also plays a role in shaping how he is perceived. His fiery demeanor on the court, his vocal reactions to bad calls, his occasional smashing of rackets, and his visible frustrations has led some to view him as volatile or arrogant. Yet these displays are the same qualities that reflect his immense passion for the sport and his relentless drive to win. In comparison to the calm demeanor of Federer or Nadal's stoic composure, Djokovic's emotional intensity can seem off-putting to some, though it is precisely this intensity that fuels his greatness. Additionally, Djokovic's background and journey are key to understanding the challenges he has faced in gaining universal adoration. Growing up in war-torn Serbia, Djokovic's path to tennis stardom was shaped by adversity that few of his peers have experienced. His formative years, practicing in bomb shelters and facing harsh conditions, cultivated a unique kind of resilience and toughness. However, the cultural and social differences between Djokovic and some of his Western counterparts have contributed to a disconnect in how he is perceived, particularly in the media. While Federer is seen as the elegant, smooth champion and Nadal as the hard-working, humble warrior, Djokovic has often been unfairly cast as the outsider, despite his achievements. Djokovic's commitment to his beliefs, his emotional honesty, and his fierce desire to compete have all contributed to a narrative that is often at odds with the traditional mold of a tennis champion. Yet, this very complexity is what makes Djokovic such a compelling figure. He is not just a tennis player. He is an individual who embodies resilience, authenticity, and the courage to stand by his convictions, even in the face of misunderstanding and criticism. Ultimately, Novak Djokovic's journey as the most misunderstood athlete is a reflection of his individuality and his refusal to conform to the expectations placed on him. His legacy will not only be defined by the records he shatters and the titles he accumulates, but also by his unwavering authenticity and the unique path he has carved in the world of sports. While his complexities may make him a challenging figure for some, they are also what make him one of the most fascinating and resilient athletes of all time. In the expansive narrative of tennis, Novak Djokovic's journey stands as an extraordinary tale of perseverance, resilience, and unparalleled brilliance. From his humble beginnings in war-torn Serbia to his ascent as one of the greatest athletes the world has ever known, Djokovic's story is a vivid testament to the power of unyielding dedication. His rise to prominence wasn't just a tale of natural talent, but one fueled by an extraordinary work ethic, mental fortitude, and an unbreakable will to overcome adversity. Each time he steps onto the court, he brings with him a unique blend of raw physicality, flawless technique, and ironclad focus, consistently pushing the boundaries of what it means to be a champion. Djokovic's defining trait is his ability to thrive in the most challenging of circumstances. Whether it's saving match points in high-stakes finals or coming back from the brink of defeat, Djokovic has demonstrated time and again his remarkable ability to dig deep and turn the tide of a match. His mastery of the mental aspect of the game, alongside his unmatched physical endurance, has made him a formidable competitor, often seeming invincible in the most critical moments. His legendary rivalries with tennis greats like Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal have been the cornerstone of modern tennis, elevating the sport to unprecedented levels. These epic duels weren't just battles for trophies, but exhibitions of the highest level of athleticism, strategy, and mental toughness. Each encounter was a masterclass in competitive spirit, with Djokovic often coming out on top, further etching his name in tennis history. His ability to challenge and eventually surpass his greatest rivals demonstrated his unique blend of tactical intelligence, adaptability, and sheer willpower. Beyond his dominance on the court, Djokovic's legacy is also shaped by his profound contributions off it. Through the Novak Djokovic Foundation, he has channeled his success into meaningful change, particularly in the realm of early childhood education in Serbia and beyond. His philanthropic efforts have impacted countless lives, reflecting his deep sense of responsibility to use his platform for the greater good. Furthermore, his advocacy for player rights and his leadership within the tennis community have demonstrated his commitment to the well-being of athletes, ensuring that his influence extends far beyond his own career. As we reflect on Djokovic's extraordinary journey, it becomes clear that his legacy transcends mere statistics and titles. He embodies resilience, adaptability, and an unwavering belief in the power of hard work. His journey from a young boy with a dream to the pinnacle of tennis serves as an enduring source of inspiration for future generations, showing that greatness is not just about talent, but about an indomitable spirit and the refusal to give up, even in the face of overwhelming odds. In the grand tapestry of tennis history, Novak Djokovic's story is one of grit, greatness, and the relentless pursuit of perfection. His name will forever be etched in the annals of tennis as a symbol of what can be achieved through determination, resilience, and a fierce desire to succeed. For years to come, Djokovic's legacy will inspire athletes across the world, urging them to push beyond their limits and chase their dreams with the same passion and intensity that has defined his illustrious career. Thank you for joining us in celebrating Novak Djokovic's remarkable journey. Let us know in the comments if you believe Djokovic has earned the title of the greatest tennis player of all time, and share your thoughts on what makes him such an iconic figure in the world of sports. Thank you for watching Greatness Uncovered.